Well, Deshaun Watson reported to Cleveland's voluntary offseason program to begin his first active day on the job after signing, that 5-year, $230 million deal earlier this offseason. After being traded from Houston, Watson, he definitely thought twice about going to Cleveland because of the weather. That mid-April snow had to be a rude awakening yesterday. The move for Watson ended quarterback Baker Mayfield's 4-year run with the Browns. He was not the team's offseason program. He wasn't there yesterday as he continues to rehab that surgically repaired left shoulder. Yet Mayfield still on the team's payroll, due $19 million after this season, after Cleveland picked up his 5th-year option. So the Browns looking to find someone potentially to trade with him. Cleveland hoping to revisit that success that they had in 2022 when they won their first playoff game in 26 years. We have our former Super Bowl champ Ryan Harris now with us on CBS Sports HQ. So Ryan, plain and simple, how should the Browns deal with Baker Mayfield in this entire situation?
Well, the Browns are in a sticky situation, to say the least. One, paying Deshaun Watson all that money when you could still get a suspension from the NFL just from the behavior, let alone, even though it's not going to look like it's going to have a criminal accusation or criminal trial that Deshaun Watson's going to go to. But it's also, when you ask Baker Mayfield to come to the facility, yeah, right. That's like asking your significant other, hey, we're not going to be together anymore. We've got somebody else staying in your bed. But, hey, if you want to show up to the holiday mass with family, we'd really like you to. I mean, does Baker even have a locker still? And one of the things people forget about the NFL, you actually have breakfast together. So just imagine if you're Nick Chubb or any other player on that Browns roster, and here comes Baker Mayfield. He sits down for breakfast at one table. Deshaun Watson's at another. Where do you go? How do you start building rapport with either quarterback? So the Browns don't want him there, but they may need him if there's a suspension. And at the same time, Baker Mayfield can only get hurt if he shows up at that weird facility. That has got to be so strange this week.
Yeah, he said on a recent appearance on the You Never Know podcast, he said, I feel disrespected 100% because I was told one thing and then they did something completely different. So tough situation there. Now another one, this one got a little hairy. We got the former Giants head coach, current Panthers new offensive coordinator, Ben McAdoo. He spoke with reporters on Tuesday when they were asking if Sam Darnold would be Carolina's starting quarterback in 2022. This is what he had to say.
And you look at Sam as your starting quarterback?
Sam is our starting quarterback, yes. You know, one of the things I've been working on is being better talking to you people. So, you know, announcing the starting quarterback here, I just put my foot in the mouth. So that wasn't something I should have said.
Oh, boy. It's just walking it right back. That is so awkward. What's going on with the Panthers?
Well, one, that's football coaches being football coaches, right? Ben McAdoo failing up, still having a position in the NFL. But really, Sam Darnold was okay for a USC quarterback last year in the NFL. A lot of qualifiers there. That also tells you that the Panthers probably do not see somebody in that top 10 that they think could come in and start over Sam Darnold. Now, we're just talking about Baker Mayfield. Carolina could be a perfect landing spot. You get to switch quarterbacks. The Browns would get a backup in case Deshaun Watson has to miss games for any reason due to an NFL suspension. And the Panthers would welcome a true quarterback in Baker Mayfield. So this is a situation where Ben McAdoo is just being a coach in April, but this could be a perfect landing spot for Baker Mayfield, solving the problem of both parties. The Panthers haven't had a starting quarterback. Even when Cam Newton was there, his health and his ability wasn't the same since a certain team beat him in Super Bowl 50. They'd get their guy in Mayfield, and Sam Darnold would get to continue his career, albeit as a backup. But that, to me, is one of the best landing spots for Baker Mayfield, going to Carolina at the draft.
We were saying the exact same thing this morning. We'll see what happens. I guess we have a little bit of time until we figure that one out. All right, the Rams player is also back in action as well. Wide receiver Cooper Kupp. He discussed why it was important for him to attend offseason workouts, even while negotiating a new deal. He was asked, do you want to be the highest paid receiver in the NFL? Okay, Ryan, when Kupp is saying he wants to be paid, he said, what I want is what's best for both sides. What does that mean?
Well, that means that he wants to finish his career as a Ram. And again, we cannot forget the remarkable performance he had in this past Super Bowl. What that means is he wants 2 to 3 years of guaranteed money. guaranteed money, guap as they call it in the NFL. He wants to get somewhere in that $25 million range. I think Tyreek Hill really broke the mold, but he's a younger receiver. But Cooper Kupp, when he says, I want it to be right for both sides, that means that maybe two of those, it's a 5-year deal, and 2 of those years are fully guaranteed so that he can end his career as a Los Angeles Ram. That's really what that means. That means, hey, I'm willing to give up money on the back end of the contract so you can spread out the cap hit, but pay me my money, meow. And he's deserved it. He took over that Super Bowl. His career, his story is phenomenal, and the Rams should do right by him, guaranteeing him a big payday the next couple of years, and then taking that guaranteed money away and making roster bonuses and performance bonuses a major portion of the contract down the road.
Did you just say guap?
Guap. That's what we call it in the NFL. You came in with that guap right there. It's not guaranteed, it's guaranteed when you make that much money.
I love it. I'm learning so much today. All right, before we let you go, who are some of your sneaky good remaining free agents out there? We got about a minute to go.
Sneaky free agents. Got to talk quiet in case any GMs are listening. But number 1, you got Anthony Barr, fantastic linebacker, 65 tackles in just 11 games last year. He was really the reason why Minnesota missed the playoffs. I can't believe he's off of the roster right now. Look for him to be snagged up. Also, Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry, just 1 season removed from a 1,000-yard season, and you had the troubles last year at quarterback. He's a gritty receiver that can get things done for you. And then Bryce Callahan, been fighting through injuries, but that's a guy where a team like Cincinnati, the Chiefs, maybe even the Rams will take a flyer on that quality corner to add depth at that position for 1 year to help them win a championship.
Brian, thanks so much. They're all those guys. They're definitely looking for guap there, as we all are. If you're looking for your daily fix of NFL news and analysis, you got to look no further than the Pick 6 podcast. Our guys getting you up to speed each day in about 30 minutes. The latest pod breaking down the 2022 NFL Draft quarterback scouting profiles. Listen and follow along today.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.